Hi, this is Dr. Gopal Krishna Purohit. Today is a World Down Syndrome Day. It is observed on March 21st every year. It is a global awareness day which has been officially observed by the United Nations since 2012. The question is that why March 21? The date for World Down Syndrome Day being the 21st day of the third month was selected to signify the uniqueness of the triplications like trisomy of the 21st chromosome which causes Down syndrome. What is Down syndrome? Down syndrome is a condition in which a person has an extra chromosomes. It is a small package of the gene in the body. They determine how a baby's body forms and functions as it grows during the pregnancy and after birth. We know that a baby is born with a 46 chromosomes. If the baby is with a Down syndrome having an extra copy of one of these chromosomes, chromosome 21, a medical term for having a extra copy of the chromosomes is called trisomy. And the Down syndrome is known as trisomy 21. This extra copy changes how the baby's body and brain developments, which can cause both mental and physical changes of the baby. Approximately 1 in every 700 babies in the United States is born with a Down syndrome, about 6,000 each year. Down syndrome occur in the peoples of all races and economic levels. In India, it has a highest number of people suffering from Down syndromes in the world. The number are alarming, but is more frightening in the fact that this condition is a fatal in India due to negligence, lack of awareness, and technical facilities. However, a vast majority of Indian doctors advise against surgery for infant those body weight is less than 10 kg because they are the options that such kids have a slim or poor chances for survival. This lead to further complications like pulmonary hypertension, which can lead to child death. Out of 23,000 to 29,000 kids born with Down syndrome in India every year, the survival rate is only 44%. Some of the common physical features of Down syndromes like a flattened face, especially the bridge of the nose, almond-shaped eyes that slant up, a short neck, small ears, a tongue that tend to stick out of the mouth, tiny white spotted on the lines eye colors, small-handed and feet, a single line across the palm of the hands, small tiny fingers with sometimes cover towards the thumbs, poor muscle stones or lip joints, shorten in height as children and adults. Now we will move on the type of Down syndromes. There are three types of Down syndromes. People often cannot tell the difference between each type of without looking at a chromosomes because the physiological features and behavior are similar. So there are three types of Down syndromes like trisomy 21, translocations or Down syndromes, and mosaic Down syndromes. Now we will discuss about trisomy 21. About 95% of people with Down syndromes have trisomy 21. With this type of Down syndromes, each cell in the body has three separate copies of chromosome 21 instead of the usual two copies. Second one is translocations Down syndromes. This occur when an extra part of a whole or extra chromosomes 21 is present, but it is attached or translocated to a different chromosomal rather than being the separate chromosome 21. Third one is mosaic Down syndromes. This type affect about 2% of the people with the Down syndromes. Mosaic means mixture or combinations. For children with mosaic Down syndromes, some of their cells have three copies of chromosome 21, but other cells have the typically two copies of chromosome 21. Children with a mosaic Down syndromes may have the same features as other children with Down syndromes. Now we will move to discuss about what are the causes and risk factors of Down syndromes. The extra chromosomes 21 lead to the physical features and developmental challenges that can occur among people with the Down syndromes. Many researchers know that Down syndrome is caused by an extra chromosome, but no one knows for sure why Down syndrome occur or how many different factors play a role. One factors that increase the risk of having a baby with a Down syndrome in the mother's age. Women who are 35-year-old when they have become a pregnant are more likely to have a pregnancy affected by Down syndrome than women who becomes pregnant at a younger age. However, the majority of the babies with a Down syndromes are born to mothers less than 35-year-old because there are many more births among younger women. So now we'll discuss on what are the diagnosis factors of this detection of Down syndromes. There are two basic type of tests available to the detect Down syndrome during pregnancy. First one is a screening test and diagnosis test. A screening test can tell as a woman and her healthcare provider whether her pregnancy has a lower or higher chances of having a Down syndrome. Screening test cannot provide an absolute diagnosis, but they are sufferer is the mother and the development of developing baby. Diagnosis test can typically detect whether or not the baby will have a Down syndrome, but they can be more risky for the mother and development of baby. Neither screening nor diagnosis test can protect the full impact of Down syndromes on a baby. No one can protect this. Screening tests often include the combination of a blood test, which measure the amount of various substances in the mother's blood, like maternal serum, alpha lipoproteins, triple screening, quadruple screening, and the ultrasound, which create a picture of the babies. During the ultrasound, one of the things the technicians look into the fluid behind the baby's neck. Extra fluid in these regions could indicate the genetic problems. This screening test can help determine the baby's risk of Down syndrome. Rarely, screening test can give a abnormal results even when there is nothing wrong with the babies. What are the diagnosis tests are available into the market? Diagnosis tests are usually performed after a positive screening test in order to confirm a Down syndrome's diagnosis. Type of diagnosis test include coronary valley samplings, examinations, maternal from the placental amniocentesis, examinations the amniotic fluid, percutaneous umbilical blood samplings, examinations blood from the umbilical cords. These tests look for changes in the chromosomes that would indicate a Down syndrome diagnosis. Now, we will discuss about what are the treatments are available. Down syndrome is a lifelong condition. Severe early in the life will often help babies and children with Down syndromes to improve the physical and intellectual abilities. Most of the services focus on the helping the children with the Down syndromes develop to their full potentials. These services include the speech, occupational, physiological, physical therapies, and they are typically offered through early interventions programs in states. Children with a Down syndromes may also need extra help or attentions in schools, although many children are indicated in regular classes also. Thank you for listening. World Down Syndrome Day. Thank you.